Greetings, YouTube. WHO, or the World Health Organization, is an international organization which is tasked with dealing with both national and international medical emergencies and situations. It's making sure that the places that need medical funding get them. That the places that are currently experiencing medical events, emergencies, are getting the resources that they need. And in the event of a pandemic, they're the people you turn to for the most expertise about what to do, because they're the people who've been thinking about this most, because they've been thinking across borders for a very long time. And they are an international organization, hence the name World Health Organization. And as you know, President Shitgibbon hates everything that involves cross-border cooperation and experts. Yeah, he doesn't like experts. He's convinced that he is the greatest expert there is. He views everything as a transactional situation because, he keeps telling people he is a great businessman. I use air quotes around that because he bankrupted casinos, and every business he's had has failed to make a profit or gone bankrupt or both. Um, and essentially, he's nothing but a brand name at this point, along with some investments that if he had just spent the money his father gave him to invest, he would probably have as much now as he does. He's miserable at his job. He's not a businessman. He doesn't know how to be a businessman. He's been cosplaying as a businessman his entire life, and he has the worst case of Dunning-Kruger I've ever seen. He is so bloody ignorant. He is incapable of understanding how ignorant he is. Um, but he is also politically powerful because he appeals to a whole lot of racists. A whole lot of white nationalists love him, which is why he just tightened up the immigration ban even further than he had, down to zero, because even though his base is currently being killed by the disease that he did nothing to stop, that he failed to implement any kind of policies for 2 solid months, he needs to make sure that whoever in his base survives this pandemic is going to realize that he is still their true blue white nationalist. And so what does he do to help show this, to help show the world how he hates those horrible international organizations? He is going to yank funding, or at least attempt to yank funding, going to the World Health Organization during a pandemic. So it isn't enough that he did nothing for 2 months and is killing Americans because of that. For 2 solid months, he did nothing except campaign and golf. And so now America has more deaths per day from COVID-19 than anywhere else in the world. And we're going to continue to have more deaths for quite a while because we have not flattened the curve yet. And he keeps talking about opening the economy back up, except capitalism doesn't work if your population's dead. And I know he's more concerned about his stock market portfolio than he is about your life or the lives of your parents or your siblings or your spouse or your children. He doesn't care about any of them. He would gladly stand on your corpse if it meant he made $1. But now he's decided to cut funding to organizations, or at least attempt to cut funding. I'm not sure how much he can actually do or not. I believe that we actually have some legislative control over the budgeting of that kind of thing. And I believe we have a 2-year budgeting program with WHO. So I'm not sure what he can do, but just the fact that he's trying to do it, trying to undermine a World Health Organization during a pandemic, speaks to his character, or what he has that passes for character, which is a big steaming pile of shit in his soul. Because this isn't just going to affect people that are currently experiencing COVID-19. This is also going to affect everyone that is currently getting funding from WHO for all the other medical issues that plague the world on a regular daily basis. So his actions will lead to human deaths. And he doesn't care. And his base doesn't care. Because those people are over there. They're not inside America. They've convinced themselves that everyone outside of America can just die, and they're okay with that. Though they feel a little guilt when those people that die are white, But still, they're not in America, so if they die, it's okay. Just, it's a real pity they were white people. But the brown folks, they don't care about the brown folks dying at all. They see that as a feature, not a bug. So this is just another effort for him to show his base that he is an American first kind of dude, which is so myopic, a word that his base probably doesn't understand, which is richly ironic. So our president is attempting to kill people all over the planet, as opposed to just kill people inside the United States of America. In fact, this may be more efficient than his military efforts to kill people on the planet, because those are targeted at specific places. This effort to undermining who is going to affect the entire world. So, bravo, Shitgibbon. You've succeeded in finding a way to hurt people everywhere because you are a flaccid, amoral turnip.